How are you? Oh, you are fine. Have you done your homework? Yes, very good. Keep it up and keep on studying. Children, today, as you know, today is science class and I am going to teach you physics of class 10. So according to 10th class syllabus, in our previous class we have started lesson 3, sources of energy. So let us revise what we have learned in our previous class. Okay children? So what are the characteristics of good source of energy? Have you remember? Yes? Children, let us revise. Okay? A good source of energy has following characteristics. A good source of energy should has large amount of heat. It should has high calorific value. It should be easy to store. It can be easy to transport. It should not cause any air pollution. It should be easy to handle, etc. And as you also know, in our previous class we have learned sources of energy are two types. What are they? Conventional source of energy and non-conventional source of energy. Conventional source of energy is known as what? Conventional source of energy is known as non-renewable source of energy. Whereas non-conventional source of energy is known as renewable source of energy. And it is also known as alternative source of energy. So what is, now define renewable source of energy? Energy which can be generated again and again. Which can be generated again and again and easily to generate again and again. It is inexhaustible and it is unlimited. So how much we want, we can produce it easily. So it is known as renewable source of energy. For example of renewable source of energies are hydropower plants, windmill, biomass, etc. Whereas what are non-renewable source of energy? Non-renewable source of energy is known as conventional source of energy and it cannot be generated easily. It takes long millions of times to produce. Okay, so therefore it can be, if once it exhausted, it takes long time to produce. Okay, and it is limited. Is that clear? So let us proceed our class. Okay children, today we are going to study conventional and non-conventional source of energy. Different types of conventional source of energy. Examples of conventional source of energy. First of all, let us see what are the disadvantages of conventional source of energy is also known as non-renewable source of energy. For example, fossil fuels like coal, petroleum products. These are the example of non-renewable source of energy. Let us see what are the disadvantages of fossil fuel. So, when fossil fuels are burned, burning of fossil fuel causes air pollution. And as you know, fossil fuels are non-renewable source of energy, so it will be exhausted. And once it exhausted, it cannot be easy to produce, or it cannot be easily available. Is that clear? And burning of fossil fuel causes air pollution along with some harmful gases is also produced. For example, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide, when these two gas produce, it form acidic gas, and acidic gas produce acid rain. Due to this acid rain, many plants, crops, fertility of soil and aquatic life also damaged. Next gas is produced due to burning of fossil fuel is carbon dioxide. When large amount of carbon dioxide gas is produced in the air, then greenhouse effect. It causes greenhouse effect. Due to this greenhouse effect, it leads to excessive amount of heat on the earth's surface. Due to this excessive amount of heat on the earth's surface, it causes global warming. Is that clear how global warming causes? due to the presence of large amount of carbon dioxide in the air. It causes greenhouse effect, and greenhouse effect leads to excessive amount of heat on the earth's surface, and it causes global warming. And due to this burning of fossil fuel, smoke also produced. This smoke, and it also produced ashes. This smoke and ashes of coal mix with air, and it causes air pollution. So these are the disadvantages of fossil fuel. Is that clear? And these are the example of what? Non-renewable sources of energy, and it is known as conventional source of energy also. Now let us move towards the non-conventional source of energy. Non-conventional source of energy, as you know, it is also known as renewable source of energy. Another name is alternative source of energy. So children, in our traditional time, we use this, the traditional use of wind energy is modified by the improvement in technology to generate electricity through wind power generator. And this is through this wind power generator we can produce electricity, and this is known as windmill. Okay. Same way, through the traditional use of flowing of water. Okay. Traditional use of flowing of water modified by the improvement in technology to generate electricity through hydropower generator by establishing hydropower plant. Is that clear? What is hydropower plant and what is windmill? Is that clear? So children, now how this windmill and hydropower plant is working, let us see in detail. First, let us see how this windmill is working. See children, see, in early time, in ancient time, this wind, when this wind is rotating by the windmill, that windmill is used to do work. That rotatory motion of the windmill is used for lifting water from the well in olden times. Now it is used, it is modified, and it is improved, and we are using to generate electricity. How we are using windmill to generate electricity? See here. See, this is a, for example, this is a windmill. When wind is blowing at a speed of 15 km per hour, okay, when wind is blowing at a speed of 15 km per hour, this windmill fan will rotate. The rotatory motion of windmill is used to turn the turbine of electricity generator. It will move the turbine which is connected to electric generator, and it will produce electricity. Okay children, is that clear? But there are some of the disadvantages of windmill. Disadvantages of windmill is what? Only one single windmill cannot produce a large amount of electricity for the commercial purpose. For that, you have to construct more than one, means 5-6 windmill also. Means a large amount of windmill farm is needed to produce large amount of electricity for commercial purpose. Is that clear? For that, second, what is required? Large amount of area is required, and along with area, it is too much costly for its maintenance, and for its construction it is so much costly. Okay children, so these are some of the disadvantages of windmill. Now next is hydropower plant. Let us see how this hydropower plant is working. See, flowing of water, river water. When flowing of river water, the flowing of river water is in the form of kinetic energy. When this flowing of water is stored in a dam at a high level, that stored water energy is converted, kinetic energy is converted into potential energy, and when this large amount of water, when here gate is open, then at that time the high level of water is passes through this entrance, through this tunnel, and this tunnel is connected with the turbine, and the pressure of water, high pressure of water makes the turbine to rotate. So when this turbine is rotated, it is connected to generator, and generator is and leads the generator to blow the bulb. So this you can see in this also. This is a dam, and a large amount of water is stored in the dam. Stored water is in the form of potential energy. When this entrance gate is open, the large amount of water with a high pressure is coming toward the down, and here turbine is connected. When the pressure of water, when water is coming at a high pressure, it leads the turbine to move. The turbine when rotating, it is connected with generator, dynamo, and this dynamo leads the bulb to glow. Is that clear? So flowing water is in the form of kinetic energy. When it is stored in the dam, the stored water is in the form of potential energy, and when water flows from the dam to the river again, it is again converted into kinetic energy, and hence electricity is generated. So this is the form, this is the procedure how electricity is generated in hydropower plant. But there are some of the disadvantages also. Let us see. To construct this hydropower plant, there is a limited places. In limited places only we can construct this hydropower plant. Means in hilly area or waterfall area only we can construct hydropower plant, and it requires large amount of area to construct, and it is also so much costly to be constructed. Okay children, and one more is there, it destroy ecosystem also. It leads to imbalance in ecosystem. So in our today's class we have studied non-conventional source of energy and some of the two examples, means windmill and hydropower plants. So is that clear children? So there are some more examples given in your book, that is biomass, solar energy, tidal energy. You can read and you can get knowledge how it works. Okay children, I will be giving some of the questions and you can relate it to today's topic, so that you can write your notes. And if you are having any doubt, you can call me and clear your doubt. Bye children.